Hello and welcome to Unfiltered Football again. And before we get any further, I want you to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share it to your friends. We are also on all social media platform on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, as well as on YouTube. Follow us with Unfiltered Football. On Instagram is Unfiltered Football 1. And on today's episode, we will be talking about the European UEFA Champions League draw, which we have seen what happened, and something which has never happened before, where the draw had to be redone again. So the question we want to ask is the draw rigged? Is UEFA corrupt? The draw of the Champions League, has it been rigged? Is something going on? So we hear from the fans who are going to give their opinions raw and filtered, nothing to hide. They will give it all. And
Okay,
welcome again.
today I was at work when I saw the draws that Manchester United was drawn to PSG. Oh, so I was not thinking. Later on, I actually refreshed my Twitter again and I saw that they will be doing the redraw again. And I wonder why will it be so? Because so many times my club, Arsenal, has been drawn to Bayern Munich so many times, and no one have said anything at all about that. Why does it have to be now? I just see football as they've changed football that I used to know back in 2000. Now it's not politics they play in football. We all know that this person deserves this. You took the Ballon d'Or, you gave it to this person. Now the draw, you are doing it to favor another team. Yeah, football does not have any more value again because now it's just politics. Everyone is playing politics in football. I don't really see the point of doing the redraw. You've done it, you've done it. Let's go for it straightforward. Play the match and let it happen like that. We've been in 2014, I think, we're drawn to Bayern Munich. In 2013, we're drawn to Bayern Munich. Every time we get knocked out of Champions League, it's always Bayern Munich that always does that to us. And no one has said anything concerning this at all. Why does it have to be this team that they want to favor? I don't really understand at all. I don't understand.
Go on, Musa. You got anything to add there?
No, I totally agree with Raymond. How many years did we get Bayern Munich and Barcelona back to back? At first, it was like, whoa, we got Barcelona, we got Bayern Munich. That's gonna be a wicked fixture. Then it got boring because we got them every year.
Every year.
And so yeah.
And I think I was counting it earlier. I think from last 7 years we were in the Champions League. I think I wrote it somewhere. Let me just check it. Apologies, guys. Let me just check it. I wrote it somewhere. And it was last 7 years. We had Bayern Munich 3 times.
3 times.
Barcelona twice. Milan once. Monaco once. And you're going to call that coincidence? Now, tell me that's coincidence or not.
That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence, man. And what else have you noticed? When did we get them? The first knockout stage.
The first knockout stage. The first knockout stage.
So, group stage is finished, and the first knockout stage. We're out. That's it. We're out.
Here's a question I want to ask to all Arsenal fans, right? We always have this thing that the Premier League or the EPL, the referees, they have it in for the Arsenal fan or for the Arsenal Football Club. They always give them hard time. When a challenge is 50-50, they never get it. And decision always going against them. Are we going the same? Is it the same thing in Europe as well? Are we going to say, could it be the same thing?
Well,
Raymond, you got anything to add?
Well,
the thing is
go on.
Go, Musa.
Go. He asked you, go on.
Well, it's just that.
Well, what I think is the referees, the referees is different because they got VAR. There's particular referees. There's challenges that, for example, Harry Maguire on Tomiyasu. The referee didn't see that apparently, But why didn't you check VAR to see that? If so, if so many football players are coming up to you, ref, come on, he pulled his hand. Are you not gonna think, okay, something happened, I missed it. Let me check what they're talking about. He didn't bother checking. In the Champions League now, I personally think they don't like English teams. Arsenal, Man United, it doesn't matter. They just don't like English teams. Bro, when there's a English team in a final of Champions League, they're getting a heart attack.
True.
When there's two, like Liverpool and Tottenham, or Chelsea and Man City, Kalas, forget it.
It's not just Champions
Forget
League.
it, bro. They're going to give them more than a heart attack.
I don't think it's just Champions League. It's the whole of all the European tournaments. I mean,
Yes.
if you think in the Europa League where Arsenal met Chelsea, I mean, we were in, I think, were we in the pandemics at that time, if I'm not mistaken, or it was just about to start. I mean, they've changed. I mean, they've showed us already where they've changed a final from one. I think last year they've done it. They took it from Istanbul. I can't remember where they played the final last year. They did that with that final, right? Out of lockdown and everything. And the fact that you know where two teams who are playing are both English teams, and you could have moved the final to a country nearby. It doesn't have to be in England.
Yeah.
I understand that any country hosting the final is good for the economy and future hosting and everything. So they should have done that. But now the question we need to ask, the main thing of the topic of the day is this rigged? Because earlier on I was thinking, or somebody was saying, Sab Blatter, the previous FIFA, and they were sitting there counting their money. Yep, we've been done it all these years. We never got caught. Literally, you got caught. And I think you guys remember last time I said it. Do you remember when they were doing one of the games? They were doing draws in Champions League a few years back, where they were doing the what's the word I'm looking for? They do like a mock test of the thing.
Yeah.
The draw. The mock test, the same team which came out on the mock test, they came out exactly the same thing. So what does that tell you? That shows you 100% is rigged, literally. And how can they, why didn't they change it for other teams? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And it wasn't just for Arsenal. And I'm telling you, I mean, it wasn't just for Manchester United this time. I think because of Real Madrid, the Atletico Madrid, PSG, a lot of other teams complained. Because if it was for other team and Chelsea would have complained, I mean, Chelsea got a proper good draw for them. Chelsea got a nice draw for them, right? So I think this is rigged, and it's all about money. They have to make it. Of course, as we said, they wanted Ronaldo versus Messi. It's like Ronaldo, whatever you run.
The competition does not end at all. They want to bring the two rivals together in one pitch again. Let them define who is the best among who again. They want to make more money in selling tickets for the stadium. You can't do that every time.
But right now, none of them are the best players in the world.
Yes, that is
neither Ronaldo, neither Messi, because what's happening now?
It still sells, isn't it?
It still sells. It still sells. And I think now it should be about teams. It should be about teams. It should be about individual players. I know you guys are trying to sell the fixtures and everything, but it shouldn't be about them.
I feel like if all good officiating goes in Arsenal favor, Arsenal will be in a top place position by now. Because most of the time, if I watch any of our match, like I can officiate the match clear and fine. During the Everton game, look at a player's boots on his face. The VAR called you. You remove this from your ear. Why would you do that? Why? Just give me. Why would you want to do that as a ref? Go check the VAR. Look at this thing. You decide not to check. Come on, man. Come on. Maguire did the same thing to James, and he got a red card when he was falling and his leg was up and James touching. He got a red card for that. This was clear.
So we do agree. UEFA draws are rigged. against
rigged.
English Premier League teams.
It is. It
And
is.
it's all
it
about
is.
money, whether they like it or not. Do we all agree on that one? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want, before we end the video, I just want to quickly say something. So, what Muzzy is talking about for the viewers, just in case nobody knows what Muzzy is talking about, because I'm surprised on a lot of group chats. I shared the Sepp Blatter link where he said hot balls and cold balls, and a lot of people were shocked what I'm talking about. So basically, it happened back in like 2016 where Argentina got a easy draw for the World Cup, and Sepp Blatter's words were cold balls and hot balls that exist. Then, of course, you can put a signal in the balls, warming them or cooling them. It didn't exist at FIFA, but I was a witness at draws at a European level where that happened, but never at FIFA. It certainly can be done, but in my time, it never happened. Never. So, I just want to say it's hard to know where you go with this one. On the one hand, there could be no witness less credible than Sepp Blatter. If there's anyone that's going to say it, he's the best person
The
to
guy
say it.
has been the president of FIFA all these years.
Yeah, he's the strongest evidence for a man to say it. So no man with more of an interest in pointing out that he was far from the only man involved in football skullduggery over the past few decades. On the other hand, it's undeniably fascinating to hear this so-called confirmation from the most well-placed of sources of a practice which has assumed almost cult status in the methodology of football and conspiracy theories. We may never know for certain if the claims are true or not, but given what we know, the things that are true about what has happened in football's corridors of power, this will be one of the mildest and least harmful of the many alleged offenses. He says all of this after he gets sacked. Why not before? Are you upset that you got sacked? Now you're telling us this.
Yeah.
So now you're telling us because you got sacked because you're salty. Why didn't you tell us this all these years?
Once they're in an office, like they're heading a position, it's as if there are some things you can't say. But once you are out of that position, you can freely speak up to everything. This World Cup, you just said now, I'm from Nigeria. Every World Cup, we get drawn against Argentina. And guess who knock us out of World Cup? Argentina. Every single World Cup. That has been happening.
The rivalry of Argentina, as far as I know, as far as I can remember, rivalry Argentina and Nigeria, it goes back to 1994 World Cup.
Every time.
I remember that. Believe me.
I didn't know that. That's mad.
Yeah, I remember it. Until 1994 World Cup, I remember watching that. They tried to make it hard for Nigeria. It was difficult.
Always.
They got it through.
And anytime we do qualify out of that group stage, it's narrow escape. Narrow escape. Argentina always knock us out of that group stage.
Anyway, guys, sorry to cut you off short. And that's all for today. Until next podcast, thank you to Raymond, who's with us, and Musa, the visual peak. We meet you again in the next podcast. Thank you so much.
All right.